last Sunday, the day after they arrived in Auckland. This under-16 side played their Otahuhu counterparts, and it was a thrilling game. Actually, Otahuhu kicked a field goal with about 2 minutes to go, looked to have won the game 17-16, but then short restart from country. They regathered possession, got a penalty, and were able to boot the extras, win 18-17. So that was a thrilling clash. So that was, I think, their first hit out. Actually, they had barely even trained together, so it was a promising start, and they've really followed on with that now. So second half underway. DeVita takes it. Here's a big run off the back fence. Huanga, big run.
That's where Auckland needs to keep going. Maintain that sort of energy. Who's the next power runner? He's got to be coming in and fast and hard.
And interesting seeing Suwani Huanga playing in the middle of the park today. We're accustomed to seeing him play out in the second row. A little bit wider where he can run at the little fellas, but he's looked good in the middle, Troy, and he's played big minutes so far. See Tom Nacker a bit ginger getting to the feet there. So have copped a bit of a hit, limping off. Trainers with him now. McDermott shifts wide. Burry. Sadler with a hit up. And we'll have a break here while young Nacker is attended to.
Just on the break, Corey, being told a couple of technical issues around our aucklandleague.co.nz. It's being addressed. People are working furiously behind the scenes to get that web page back up, but the stream is working. So please go to our Facebook page, make sure you're sharing that out amongst your friends, amongst the fans and the clubs, and join us on the free-to-air stream as we're watching this game live. Auckland Vulcans versus New South Wales Country. As my learned colleague has just said in my ear,
and Nacker being helped off there by a round of applause, so helped off by the trainer. Some fresh legs onto the park and country, get us back underway. Just over halfway. Dominant tackle there from the Vulcans. McDermott shifts to the right. Tyson Hodges, the Bidgie Bulls junior, the hit up. Back to the right, Burry chips over the top. Bit of space there. Has he regathered? No, he's just dropped it. And we've got a knock on, but hey, not a bad option there from young Max Burry.
Yeah, he's been dangerous all day, Corey. Every time he's touched the ball, he's certainly looked threatening. Here we go. It's Auckland get ready to start charging out of the red zone. Oh, shocker.
Wow. Drop there at dummy half, and Coach Frank Foy-Moana will not be happy with that one. Obviously, that's a whole lot of unforced errors really so far in this game from the Vulcans 16s, and another one there in country. Forced to do no defence off that set, get the ball back, and looks like they're loading up the left side here. Goes through there. Cries of obstruction from the Auckland crew, but nothing. So tackled McDermott, comes to the left. That's Teague Wilton. Gets the offload away. Fullback comes wide. Jai Doolan heads back infield. Tackled well though, Huanga involved. McDermott in a dummy half looking back towards the posts. And big Alex Cocking with the hit up. Look at that, still on his feet, still driving those big legs, and the Auckland boys can only hold him up. Back towards the posts again. Burry on the ball. Shifts out wide. Good contact, misses it though. Comes back out wide, but Auckland scrambling across. Can they get him? Good first up contact. And Chanel Harris DeVita involved. Country now back towards the sticks. Burry on the ball. Macbeth. Bit of front foot ball here now. Berry shifts wide. Coming out to the left. Throws the dummy, but over the top. And Auckland survived, but Country looked very threatening there once they got a bit of front foot ball.
Yeah, it's all New South Wales Country at this point, Corey. A lot of chat in that team too. They're all, you know, shaking hands, tapping one another. They've got a lot of good energy. Here we go. Let's see what Auckland do from here.
So Harris Tavita with first use of the ball, spins it out wide, and that's Startoa with a nice run there, the Ellerslie Pakuranga Jr.
Good meters, good meters.
And that's Millen Brown from the Mount Albert Lions getting involved. They've got Javier Patavo, the Point Chevrolet man, and a dummy half. Makes some easy meters there, but Country getting there in numbers, and they're just restricting that Auckland forward pack. Nice tip on there to Hufanga. Gets the offload away, but I think we've got a knock on. Yes, we do. Sam Welsh says we'll pack down a scrum. So a bit of creative play there from Auckland, but the execution just a little bit off. Once again, gift Country with some ball.
All coming back to their holding up for 6, eh? Good meters. As you said earlier, you know, they got up outside of their zone and still yet to complete a set of 6.
You know, Troy, and if you look across all levels of New Zealand Rugby League, this is an area that often dogs teams completing sets. You look to the very top there where the Warriors have struggled with that all year as well. And look, you know, a lot of these New Zealand or local teams have got too much talent to not be victorious if they hold the ball well, but the problem is getting them to do that, and Auckland have been guilty of not completing early on, and they'll need to address that if they're going to go on and win this clash.
Especially against New South Wales Country, they just look unfazed. They've kept their composure. And again, they're getting their shape now as they're getting ready to get another roll on.
Good carry there from Tyson Hodges. And the number 17, Jesse Howard, now onto the field, sharing the dummy half duties, it looks like. Sadler now lining up for a hit up. Sadler gets on the ball, but we've got an infringement. A drop at the play of the ball there.
Here we go with Auckland again. Let's see what they do with this set of 6.
So Harris Tavita in at dummy half. Shifts it on to Javier Patavo. Good hit up there. Looks like Hawanga lining up for a hit up here. Spread it wide. Out the back, Tavita. Ball out to AJ Kapoa. Again, he's proven hard to bring down for the Country left edge out there. Again, a couple of tackle breaks. Come back towards the middle of the park where Keanu Lamati Paki with the hit up. Josh Utter into dummy half. Finds Dylan Tavita. Big towering bomb. Let's see how they handle this one, Country. Hits the crossbar. Bouncing out. It's anyone's. And it looks like Country have recovered there, but that was a bit of a lottery, Troy.
Oh, it was a set play. They've been training that all week, and he's well renowned for hitting the crossbar. One of the great little chip kicks. Late little bombs. You'll see him pop it off the upright a wee bit later on before the game's finished.
Yeah, that's right. The crossbar is the fullback's oldest rival, isn't he, really? He's featured many times on embarrassing highlight reels, and almost that time, but Country survive. And have we got
one of
yet
Auckland's
another
friends in
here?
this game.
And penalty there for stealing in the ruck, so Country work it out. They'll have their first tackle up on halfway. The new man on the park, Jesse Howard, into dummy half. Shifts it out wide. Bradley Gort, the Western Rams youngster. Quick play the ball here now. Howard with some easy meters. Falls on the tackle. Looked a little bit awkward, but no intent in it there from Huanga. Howard keen to get him out of the ruck, and we've got a penalty hanging around too long, have we? No, in fact, dropped ball, I believe. So Auckland survive another one.
That struck up a bit of conversation out there as the boys are talking to the referee. Auckland get to breathe again. Let's see what they do with this 6.
So Tavita feeds the scrum. Move it out wide now to Harris Tavita. Tip on, loose ball. Lucky to regather that one. Maxbury breathing down their necks. He could see the try line. Out of dummy half. Country lines up very quick, but a good run there. Excellent yardage there from young Tommy Beale.
Still going.
Plays for the Mount Albert Lions, Beale, but lives on Waiheke Island. It's an island about a half-hour ferry trip off the coast of Auckland. Now, big break out on the left. Josiah Leota Arken eventually pulled down about 30 out. Harris Tavita into dummy half. Shifts wide. Now it's Javier Patavo on the ball.
First time for Country to have a bit of pressure.
So Harris Tavita now shifts it onto Tavita, the big halfback, solidly built halfback, and draws plenty of attention. Gets the offload away. It looks messy, but he's going to call tackle was made, so Tavita will play the ball. Javier Patavo into dummy half. Shift out to the right here. Ball's gone loose. Country regather. Well taken there by Bronson Mihan. And a little trick play out of dummy half there, gets them off their line. A tough day for the fullbacks here at Bert Henham Park. Young Bronson Mihan, of course, he put one down earlier, I think, but he's had an otherwise really good day and tricky conditions with defusing the ball, but the youngster's been good.
This is a strong set defensively for Auckland. It's the first time they've mounted a bit of pressure down there, and the kick is now out.
And look at that defence from Auckland there, forces the kick from deep in country territory, and it only goes to about the halfway where young Tommy Beale returns it, and they'll get a penalty.
Yeah, they look like they needed that, whilst a little bit of push and shove going on.
A couple of hellos exchanged at the ruck there, nothing serious. And
Kia ora, welcome to New Zealand, and inviting them round for a barbecue, I think, there, Corey.
That's right, or maybe a hangi. Understand the country players actually had a bit of a cultural day earlier in the week where they did enjoy some of the local delicacies at a hangi, so they'll be familiar with it. Don't be too worried. But it looks like a referee's calling out Luke Macbeth there for a chat.
Just while that chat's going on, Corey, as the Auckland team were coming back, you notice there were 3 or 4 of them still coming back to get onside, looking a little bit tired there in the legs. Hopefully this little breather will get them a bit more energised up, ready to go. Here we go.
Big co-captain Keanu Laumati Paki couldn't wait to get his hands on that one. He was begging for it. Now on a dummy half, shifted on to Josh Ota. Misses the first one straight through, but some good cover defence. Look to work it to the left here. Huanga's lining up. They'll miss him out. Instead, young Dane Hill will go himself. Dane Hill, he's an Otahuhu boy. This is his home club he's playing at today. Ota gets into dummy half now, shifts it off to Huanga. Move out to the left. Bit of a dummy there, and Tavita. Tavita's through. There we go, just like that. Young Dylan Tavita, the number 7, off the back of Chanel Harris Tavita. A nice dummy and then pass, and Auckland through on the left-hand side there.
Yeah, good work from Dylan. They needed that try, get them back into the game, and also gives them a bit of momentum now. And, you know, the last 8 minutes look like it's been Auckland whilst they've had a wee bit of territory down here. And you could see a wee bit of frustration kicking in a little bit earlier. And as the wily old fox said, at half-time they'll have the wind at the back, and maybe that's helping.
So Dylan Tavita now will attempt to convert his own try to the left of the uprights, and if he gets this, it'll take us to 12 points to 10, so Auckland will still be trailing. And
as we wait for the kick to come, I dare say the conversation at halfway with the Auckland team now changed, and they'll want to keep that roll on. They'll want to keep the intensity up, and they'll definitely want to get some energy back on their side and get the big roll on. For country, what do you think they're saying down there, Corey?
oh, they won't be panicking. It's only their mistakes that have led Auckland back in the game at this stage. They won't be panicking. Andrew Ryan, he's an experienced campaigner. There won't be any panic in that countryside. But Tavita now steps in, hits the kick, looks to have struck it pretty well, but across the face. So, country 12, Auckland 8. Kickoff finds a bit of open space there, but Hawanga with the hit up and drags in 4 country defenders. Dane Hill now off to Josh Uta. Good carry forward there. Now Keanu Limatu Paki gets his hands on the ball, shifts it wide. This time it's Jonah Tyrese with the hit up. Up on halfway now, getting to the back end of the count. Hill shifts left. Harris Tavita with a good kick downfield. Looks like that'll find space. Bronson Meehan chases, and that's a good kick. And there we go, Troy. We see with that win behind them, probably their best finish to a set today, and it's making the world of difference so far for the halves, Dylan Tavita and Chanel Harris Tavita, isn't it?
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see now the bounce straight back off the crossbar into the arm, and somebody will be aiming to go between the 2 sticks.
And we've been too busy talking there, Troy. It's actually a 40-20, so Chanel Harris Tavita off to Uta with the hit up now.
The Auckland Vulcans development team really need to keep the pressure down here.
And there, Javier Patavo, another good hit up. Look back towards the centre of the post here. And nice little run out of dummy half there, but it spilt. Dane Hill with the drop. Not a bad option there. It looked like they might have had the country markers tracking back, but dropped ball. So country off the hook for now.
Let's see how much energy they've got coming off line speed. Keep the defence hard down here. All their body language has changed. They're certainly getting back into the game now, Corey. You can hear some of the New South Wales country fans down here line side, certainly egging their team on.
And we got a, looks like a dropped ball there. Referee Sam Walsh off for a chat with the touchy. Let's see what they've got to say here. And that is indeed a knock-on, so the Vulcans now start this set from the 20, and a try here really stirs things up. You see Dylan Tavita directing a little bit of traffic there. He's got Harris Tavita out wide, and Star Toa coming into the back line there, so look for him to chime in. So feeds it in, heads out, Harris Tavita with his hands on the ball. Star Toa now chiming into the back line. Straight over the top of the first one, but country get there in numbers. Force him out to the right. Out of dummy half now, working it back towards the sticks. Tavita now wants the ball, calling for it on the right. They'll miss out Uta. And inside the 10. So another set here for the Vulcans. This pressure has got to tell at some point for country. How much more can they take, Troy?
Mate, they'll always look like they've got everything in control, though. They seem pretty fit, never seem phased. And like all good Australian teams, they just love to defend. Tackle all day.
So now Hill into the ruck, shifts it out to the left. Uta running onto the ball there. He's a big, powerfully built lad. Country do well to repel him, get in there in numbers. They'll stop him just about a metre out from the line. Harris Tavita shifts to wide. Hawanga, he might be too hard to stop from here. Gets the offload away. Tavita. Just short. Country, what about their resolve on the line? Keep on repelling them. We've got another penalty, too long in the ruck. And we're going to have a third consecutive set here for the Vulcans. Troy, they've got to do something with this ball, at least a repeat set.
Well, I'll tell you what, if Country do hold them out, may break their spirit, been down here 3 sets and still not crossing. And there's a few trainers on down there having a chat too. I dare say one of them might drop into the defence line.
So another carry there from Keanu Laumatipaki. Pegged right up on the line. They couldn't get any closer. If it was closer, it would be a try now. Moves it out wide. This one's the number 5, Nathaniel Law. Is he into touch, or have we got a try? We'll stop and have a look. So Sam Walsh moves over to the touchy. Have a quick chat. And we have a try. Tied ball game. 12-all. That one there, Nathaniel Law in the corner. Great power play, and 12-all Troy, game on.
Yeah, and I think the kick's going to be very important too now. So not only getting tries and taking 4 points, I think the 2 points are also going to be a big factor in the game. And we'll see how he goes with the kick to come.
Now, Troy, I understand you did a bit of goal kicking back in your heyday with Richmond and Point Chevalier. Can you talk us through what might be going through the mind of the kicker here? What's he going to look at?
He's going to look at the black dot and he'll want the ball to go straight through it.
Expert analysis, thank you for that. So Dylan Tavita to attempt the kick from the far left side of the field. Crowd's right on his back.
The wind's just died down a little bit, so he'll be wanting to get this done fairly quickly. Again, both teams get to have the chat now, and it's a different ball game now.
You're right, Troy, there is a bit of a reprieve from that wind. Mother Nature maybe has backed an Auckland victory here today. The wind goes away just while he kicks this.
I wouldn't go too early on the Auckland victory, mate. New South Wales country, still got a lot of energy in the tank. And I dare say they'll be down there having the big conversation about what they're doing when they come back for the reset.
So Tavita now, a picture of concentration. Steps in, strikes it. Looks like it might go. It's perfect. Straight through, and Auckland take the lead. 14 points to 12. Auckland Vulcans under 16s lead. New South Wales country under 16s. Excellent kick there from Dylan Tavita, and he's really been instrumental in this comeback as well. Involved in everything. Another penalty, and the country contingent who made the trip over here, they don't like that one, but Tavita will kick for touch. So Auckland now start the set on halfway. Josh Uta with the big carry. And again commands plenty of attention there from the defence. Back towards the post. And that one's big. Jonah Tarias with the hit up. Harris Tavita onto Tavita. Shifts it wide now. AJ Kapoa. Nice footwork inside, but country up to task. Hill heads back infield now.
Great little kick through. Diffused.
So country now back out they come. Let's see if they can complete a set here. That'll do them the world of good. Hold the ball for a little while. And Howard in dummy half. Off to Cocking. And there we go. Nice ball there from James Bradley. Almost puts country through a gap.
Getting a bit of a roll on now, Corey.
The big fella again. That's right, Troy. Starting to get a little bit of ball now, a little bit of confidence back. They head out to this left edge. Nice footwork there from James Bradley. Kicks, looks like it's knocked on from country. And knock on both ways, so we'll have an Auckland Vulcans under-16s feed here.
You can hear the energy starting to talk both sides. A lot of chat happening out there where we weren't hearing that earlier in the game. A lot of advice coming from the sideline too, from the visitors' support base, which is great to see, along with some of the locals over on the far side there, yelling out instructions for the team. And here come Auckland now. The Auckland Vulcan development team charging out from their end. Oh, slipped it playing the ball, reset.
Auto now shifts it wide. Big hit up there from the number 16, Caleb Ueli. Auto again, he's been heavily involved and once again brings in 3 country defenders. He's done a lot of damage today. Hill not happy in at the ruck, pushes him out of the way. Tavita now puts a big spiralling bomb up. Now here's a big test for Bronson Meehan. Beautifully taken, well done. Gets up and goes for a run afterwards as well. So that was a big test there for Bronson Meehan. As I said earlier, he dropped one earlier, but other than that, he's been faultless today. And another really good take there to get his side out of trouble.
Sorry about talking over you there, Corey. No, that was a great catch. Good hands, and that'll give him heaps of confidence. And now the New South Wales country guys get a chance to run the ball. And let's see what they do now coming up out of their zone.
And that's what they wanted. There's the piggyback penalty. Great work out of dummy half there by Kane McDermott. Finds Auckland just a little bit slow getting back, and they get the penalty here. So got about 5.5 minutes to go. This is what country want now, just control possession. Get back down to that end and, you know, maybe kick a penalty or even go for the win.
I think this side will be going for the win. All the spectators and everyone watching, especially back in Australia, they'll be fingers crossed and pressing hard to make sure that these boys certainly charge this down the field and put some more points on the board.
And another penalty. This time Sean Mullaney and Huanga in the ruck, so quick play of the ball. Sadler hit hard by Dylan Tavita and Chanel Harris Tavita. Plenty of feeling in that one. Sadler up into his feet though. Off to the big boy now, Alex Cocking. And we've got a strip, 3 penalties in a row. Auckland, here comes that discipline, killing them late in the fixture. Josh Uta not happy about it.
Getting down to the last few minutes too, Corey, and they need to keep cool heads.
Here's an interesting one for you, Troy. We've got about 4 minutes to go. A penalty in front of the sticks. Do you take the 2? They will. Looks like. Trainer out with the T, they'll take the 2. So they're going to try and tie this ball game up. It looks like. So James Bradley to attempt the conversion. Hits it, looks good. And it's to the right. So that one's gone dead. And Vulcans will drop it out here. So probably not a bad option there from country though. Take the points. As long as it goes dead, you're going to get the ball back. And Bradley's just off target.
Another opportunity. New South Wales country getting into shape. Formation. As the Auckland Vulcan development team get ready to restart. Let's see what happens now. We've got a ball game on here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a wee bit of excitement.
Big drop out from Tavita. Meehan can't get it. And then Cocking. He's called a knock on. Wow. Well, that changes the game. Big drop out from Dylan Tavita. Country can't handle it at the back there. And change of possession about 30 metres out from the line. That's a game changer, Troy.
Yeah, I'd say Auckland just been let off the hook there. Let's see what they do now.
And again, the influence of that halfback Dylan Tavita has been fantastic in the second half, and we've got about 2 minutes to go. So Auckland, all they need to do here is control the ball. They've got the lead. Control the ball, finish their sets. Let's see what they can do. So Tavita almost straight through. Country perhaps caught just watching for the pass there. Well tackled in the end by James Bradley. And in the ruck too long. That one Sadler. So another penalty, and what are Auckland going to do here? Perhaps take the 2. Discussion going on now with coach Frank Foimoana. But I think we'll tap and go, probably eat a little bit of time off the clock here. And that one, a good hit up there from Sean Mullaney. Head out to the right, Tavita on the ball. Misses out, finds AJ Kapoa. So Auckland now ruck it out from the far right-hand side of the field. Hill goes himself.
Close. Held up. Going left off the ruck. Oh, shit.
And time off here. Bit of a discussion going on. And we've got a sim binning, in fact. So referee Sam Welsh sent one of the Country players to the bin. Can't quite catch his number there. We'll let you know when we find out. But that's not going to help their cause one bit. So just to repeat, Auckland under 16, 14. New South Wales Country under 16, 12. We've got about 1 minute to go. And that's the number 13, Zach Sadler. Of course, the Sadler family name, a famous one in country league circles, but he'll finish the game in the bin.
Just a little bit of frustration coming through there.
So Tavita to feed the scrum now, and have to say if Auckland can manage to hold the ball here for this set, it's going to be very hard for Country to mount a comeback. Not long to go now at all.
For both halves, though, Corey, I think both halves have played a strong game today. They've both shown up well.
You see Auckland now just trying a few one-out plays. Get them over the line. Huanga shifts it wide, and we're in. That's the game. Sam Welsh points to the spot. There you go. What a win for the Auckland Vulcans under 16s. Score on the siren. And this will be a memorable one.
Gone in close, right next to the sports safe pad there.
And that one from young Caleb Ueli, who of course we touched on in the commentary earlier. He's a North Queensland Cowboys development player. His older brother already over there with the Holden Cup squad. So we'll watch his career with eagerness. But look, Tavita now to kick from in front of the post, and we probably won't even get time to restart the play here. But Troy, for Country, it's been a fair effort, really, hasn't it? But a game of two halves, I guess you could say, and Auckland really used that wind in the second half to dominate possession and field positioning.
Fair call, Corey. Favourite player for me out of the Countryside, and you probably heard me talk about him earlier today, especially in the first half, was the young half, number 7, Max. Max had a lot of influence on the game, good kicking, strong running, and steered the side around the park very effectively. And in the back half of this second piece, the Auckland half, who's just kicked the goal now, he made his presence felt and really made himself, injected into the game.
And just a reminder to those watching, don't run away just yet. We, of course, have the under-18s coming up next. Auckland Vulcans under-18s versus New South Wales Country under-18s. Sure to be a good game. The Country 18s were dominant against Otahuhu in their warm-up match, so do stick around for that. Kick-off at 4:15 p.m. But for those of you who are leaving us now, thank you for joining us. It's been a quality game here in pretty testing conditions. Well done to both sides. Auckland be very pleased to have come right in the second half there, but country.
As all the boys shake hands there, and you can see on this live stream here, courtesy of the Auckland Rugby League. Whilst there may have been a few technical challenges with the www.aucklandleague.co.nz website, you can find the live link from our Facebook page. That's the Auckland League Facebook page. The stream is working.